It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next, it's Deshaun Watson. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Browns and the Huskies, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Huskies of Anchorage. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, look at this Anchorage team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a 5th-round pick in the 2019 draft out of North Dakota State. It's Easton Stick.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's McLaughlin, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, McLaughlin. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
Taken in at the 22. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Now a stoppage here for an injury. And oh boy, that looks to be the quarterback, Watson. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown. They'll throw on second down his stick. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Stick looks to throw. And fights. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up fourth down now. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 33. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And the drive starts with a completion left side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They need 2. Here's third down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Now we'll throw here to his running back. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. We're scoreless after 1. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. Now 2nd and 3 as they've got it as we resume action. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on. On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. And this is incomplete. Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down. Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to. Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket. And on now is the punter, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Watson off play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
First and 10, stick. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Stick looking to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And they'll run again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Huskies post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Watson on 1st down. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Yates. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the red zone now, Watson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Now it's Watson, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Yates. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Stick from the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Walsh. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. On 2nd down, it's McLaughlin. So we reach intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the visiting Seahawks who were able to come away with the road victory. Geno Smith, excellent in the victory, as his guys run their mark to 4-2 on the year. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home in US Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. A.J. Dillon, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get down to Houston, check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Brock Purdy leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So 8 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now. To throw is Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to have the Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Yates. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He finds his man complete. It's Yates.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. On 1st down, it's Watson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Watson now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him throw that challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So for Kevin Stefanski, a smart decision to throw the flag. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Huskies 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
On second down now, it's McLaughlin. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Hard to believe this guy was watching us from his living room last week. Now he's under center here for an NFL team.
And not many teams were in the market to sign him, but you have to believe that this team felt like we saw something previously in this guy, and now he has a chance to prove it with us.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Stick. Just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. But the Huskies on to punt as he gets it away. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 10-7. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Stick. He finds his man, complete. It's Walsh.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Stick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Cleveland offense making their way out. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Cleveland, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Anchorage, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.